Welcome to Caravan of GLAM Presents on KPQR LP Portland, Wild Planet Radio.
You know what time it is? It's Friday afternoon.
Friday!
And it is time for the Caravan of GLAM Presents on Wild Planet Radio 99.1 FM. You got me, Dawn Newton.
You got me, Jayla Rose.
You got Tiny Prancer in the house.
And we are here to entertain you for the next hour, so don't go anywhere.
We'll kill you if you do. Murder.
You're so scary. Hey, welcome back, everyone. This is the Caravan of GLAM Presents. I'm your host, Dawn Newton, along with
Tiny Prancer
And Jayla.
God. You are listening to Wild Planet Radio 99.1 FM, KPQR. And in the studio again with us, Patrick Thomas is back. Our lifestyle coach, our trainer, who works with Jayla.
Trainer to the stars.
Trainer to Oh, Jayla.
One day.
I do brag quite a bit, actually. Have you guys seen America's Got Talent? Have you guys? I told that to my other client. Performer.
He actually has told his client before. He was like, she's a really great dancer. She was even on America's Got Talent. It's just like...
That's happened at least.
I was like, this, he's never seen me dance. He doesn't know what I can do.
Let me just Google you and you can see it.
True.
That's true. It's
There's actually a lot of porn stars that pop up with my name, though.
Yeah,
Which none of them are me. It's just...
I got distracted on the first Google search.
Patrick, you are lifestyle coach, trainer, Ironside Training, which takes place at Eastside Strength and Performance. So we wanted to talk about, people going to a health club, going to a gym, picking a personal trainer. Where do we start with that? How do we know where to go or who to talk to?
Well, his name's Patrick Thomas. Your question starts and ends there.
I mean, he's a pretty cool guy, but...
Next question.
Yep, there's your answer.
So how do we do this? How do we move forward?
No, it's important that we recognize the necessity for a coach. I think some people are afraid to start, or they think that they should start on their own first to prepare themselves for the coaching experience. And oftentimes, if you do that, you're just kind of setting yourself up with some bad habits. Maybe you think you just don't need a coach. You think you can figure it out. And to be honest with you, everyone needs a coach.
Yeah.
If you ask any Olympian, right, the most prestigious athlete in the world, they have a coach, probably multiple coaches, right? So it's a little bold to think that you're better than a Michael Phelps and you don't need coaching. And so whether you're starting or whether you're intermediate to an advanced, everyone needs a coach. And just you want to set yourself up with the proper foundation, and then as you get more advanced, you're just going to need more and more expertise in your programming, in your coaching program, because the more advanced you are, the more difficult it becomes to get those next level gains.
And how do you go about choosing one? Do we need to look for credentials, experience? How do you match that up?
Yeah, that's a great question, because the personal training field is very, very unregulated. If you go to a big box gym, you could be getting a so-called expert who has been training for a month. And that person may have a very similar certificate as to what I have or someone else at Eastside has. So it's really important that you sit down with this person and talk to them and ask them what they know, how long they've been training for, get experience. The best indicator for a good professional coach is how long they've been doing it. Because if they've been training a week, they're probably going to not know that much.
Should you ask about maybe speak to some of their clientele?
Yeah, I suggest looking at clientele, looking at before and after pictures. Those are testimonials are really helpful too. Talking to if they have a website, their website should probably have testimonials from previous clients or current clients.
Now, do you as a trainer, do you ever consult? Because I know some people that come to you and come to trainers and work out are still under a physician's care, whether maybe they've had a surgery, they've got, even professional athletes do that. Do you ever consult or work with your clients' doctors?
I haven't had the need for that, but we do make all our clients sign waivers that say they've talked to a physician about engaging in physical activity like training. So, but
it could be, but that's not something that they.
Yeah, it's important to understand that maybe it takes a team.
Right.
So you may have a physical therapist in there. It's important to know that know the role of your trainer and the professional that you're seeking advice from. Don't expect your coach to be a nutritionist. They can't necessarily write you specific meal plans. A trainer can't be a physical therapist. They can't be your doctor. So it's important to have a team around you to find maybe a massage therapist, a physician, and a physical therapist that can all help you with whatever needs you have.
And so when someone does come to you, and do they need to come to you all the time? Can they come to you for maybe 3 or 4 sessions, and then you can set them on and they can go on their own? Because I know sometimes expense can be a huge deterrent.
Yeah. I was talking about kind of the system we're developing, and the system is unlike those that you see at a bigger box gym that still depend on the one-on-one model. It's just not affordable to do that one-on-one system. So we're trying to give sustainability back to the client. We're trying to give them an affordable price point that can fit into their life and they can sustain for a while. The most important thing when it comes to getting results is absolutely consistency. It's showing up 3 times a week and just keeping that habit going for years. So that's why I want to provide a really, really valuable price point where clients can come 3 times a week and feel like it's not going to break their bank.
And so when people are working out, because I know everybody wants to get healthy, everybody knows that we should be moving, we should eat right, we should do all these things. What stops us from doing that?
Fear.
Fear of failure?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not even fear of the cost often. Oftentimes I'll post something like, hey, come try a free week. And people just don't do it still. Or Jayla will post on there like, that's a really cool workout. Man, I wish I could do that. It's like, you can't do that. What do you mean you wish? Like, where are you right now? Are you like in prison?
No, the gym's more fun than prison. I mean, I haven't been to prison, so I wouldn't know, but...
But you have been in jail, right?
I was arrested once, but I wasn't in jail.
You got a mugshot?
Yes. It's awful.
Google.
Anyways.
But that is the biggest the biggest barrier is fear.
Yeah, it's fear of being judged at the gym, feeling uncomfortable, and people need to maybe just step back and realize that we've all started somewhere. The people around you, like they started in a similar place, and everyone can relate.
What got you started in this industry?
I wanted to help people. I have a fitness background. I played basketball most of my life. Then I went to college for psychology at University of Portland. And from there, I just kind of realized I liked the physicality of being involved in sports, but I still wanted to help people. So I found the balance between the two.
So is it difficult to get people to convince people to come in? Once you get with them, it's really about trust.
Yeah.
And Jayla trusts you.
I do, actually. And that is not an easy task, so...
She doesn't even trust me.
I don't.
I trust her, though. So that's ironic.
Yeah, it's really weird. No, I mean, like, I actually, like, really trusted what Patrick was saying, like, our first meeting before I even started working out with him. So, like, he engaged me in a conversation, like, wanted to get down to, like, the nitty gritty and, kind of come up with a plan that's going to work best for me. So...
Well, I think, too, when people come in and they speak is hoping that person's going to meet you where you're at.
Yeah.
And I think what stops us, too, is sometimes walking into those facilities and seeing all the mirrors on the wall, which I know some facilities are taking those down because I know that does keep people from going in.
I think there's one mirror.
One mirror, yeah.
Meeting you where you're at, not feeling that they're judged.
I would say some telltale signs that you should run away from the trainer that's talking to you. If they start trying to tell you that they can give you that magic body in 30 days, run very fast. If they tell you they have...
Wait, you can't do that for me?
For you, Jayla, yes.
Yes!
But only because she pays me so much money.
Talk about breaking the bank.
Yes. The more money you put down, the faster your results will be.
Yes.
Yes,
Perfect.
That's not true. Don't do that. Yeah, if the person you're talking to makes it all about them, if they don't ask you a lot of questions and get to know you, run away. If they describe any kind of magic formula, be it magic training program or magic nutrition plan, again, run away. If they don't look very good, I'd probably run away too. Pick a trainer that walks the talk, If you have a trainer that's big or doesn't work out very much, they're probably not in it. They probably don't experience what it feels like to do a workout, so I wouldn't trust them.
No, those are really good
That
tips.
makes
I mean,
sense.
it makes complete sense. I
Yeah.
mean, whether it's a physician, a hairdresser, your stockbroker, things like that. It's like, are they practicing what they preach?
Exactly.
So that's really important because you need to, that's part of that trust and the motivation as well.
Make sure they're enthusiastic. Make sure that they like their job. Make sure that they want to spend time with you. If you don't feel like there's a rapport developing, if you're not having fun, that's an element we don't talk about much. But if you're not having fun, you're probably not going to show up very much.
Jayla, are you having fun?
Sometimes. No, I really do enjoy it. Even at the exercises that I hate the most, like I still try to find some enjoyment because this one's usually being sarcastic or whatever.
I have fun watching you. So that kind of helps, right?
I have fun watching her too.
I laugh and I smile, and it motivates her.
Yeah, because I probably look like a moron doing it, so of course it's going to be entertaining.
No, you don't look like a moron. You actually look like you're having fun.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks like you don't want to be there, but I look like that when I go to the gym. I mean,
Well, I'm not going to like walk around with like a cheeseball smile on and just like bob my head the whole time. Like, kind of got to get in the zone and.
Well, yeah, you're pushing yourself.
Yeah.
And
But
which
it
is
should be
really,
fun,
really
though.
cool.
It should be fun. And we keep things fun.
But we laugh.
We laugh, we do.
Yeah, you guys do.
Yeah.
So that's so this is a really cool relationship.
Yeah.
This type of relationship is
a
what
really
you
good
want.
dynamic.
I think that's awesome.
So far.
Like brother and sister.
Yeah.
So if people have questions about this, Patrick, where can we go? If we want to, pick your brain, come see you, or maybe just start exploring that, where would you like us to go?
Again, look for Ironside Training, either on Instagram or Facebook. Send me an email at my personal email, packthomas@gmail, which is PACTHOMAS. And you can also drop by the gym, which is Eastside Strength and Performance. And that also has a website, which is espgym.com.
We're going to have to separate those two. Have you
Or
been watching this and watching Justin and
You could find him
Jayla?
on tightbuns.com.
All right, we're going to take a break. This is Caravan of GLAM Presents. We'll be right back.
This is Jayla Rose with the Caravan of GLAM Presents, and this is your Flashback Friday with Adore Delano.
Okay, what's your favorite song?
My favorite song?
Yes.
I don't. That's, oh God, you can't ask me for that. I don't have a favorite song. I like so many like classics, Show Must Go On, the Queen. I don't know.
Your favorite person, dead or alive?
Your person. Hold on. Thinking. God damn, favorite for my mom.
Your favorite city?
Berlin.
If you could visit anywhere in the world that you haven't been, where would it be? This is hard too.
Everywhere.
Your favorite actor?
Favorite actor. Favorite actor would be. Hold on, who acts? SpongeBob.
Okay, this might be easier. Your least favorite food?
My least favorite food. I don't know, like a big steak or something. Like I can't eat stuff like that. It's just like gross. It looks like animal thigh or something. I don't know.
Okay, if you could have dinner with one dead celebrity, who would it be?
Freddie Mercury.
Ooh, best advice you've ever been given and by who?
My mom. She said, the way you act reflects on the way that I raised you, so you better not, embarrass me. So, I think that's why I treat people with respect and, give them the benefit of the doubt first before I come out.
Your biggest fear?
My biggest fear, cockroaches.
Your biggest pet peeve?
Biggest pet peeve is when people say, huh? And then they answer the question. It's like, you were really going to make me repeat that whole thing if I, what?
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
I would want 3.
Oh, okay. You can have 3. We'll give you 3 today.
Okay, cool. I would fly, be invisible, and out money. Yes, Gaga.
Who is your favorite Disney princess?
My favorite Disney princess is Flounder, Little Mermaid.
God, this is awesome.
And probably Jasmine. No, wait, Pocahontas.
Oh Oh my gosh. You guys have one of every day of the week. So you just pick whichever one you want. That's so funny. Adore, thank you.
Thank you. My answer was Pocahontas, final answer.
Okay, final answer, Pocahontas.
That was your Flashback Friday with Adore Delano on the Caravan of Glam Presents 99.1 FM, Wild Planet Radio.
Let me just say, Daniel Monroe is with us. He is a psychic medium. He's 19. And we've been chatting. Something went weird with our equipment.
Yeah.
We're not going to blame Daniel for it.
I did. Okay, I did.
And so we are open to anything that comes up.
Yeah.
So Daniel...
So who's Ashley with the A initial?
Ashley?
Uh-huh.
I have a niece named Ashley.
Okay. So grandma's departed?
I'm sorry, what?
Grandma's departed?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't get nervous. I feel people's emotions, so I can feel like when you start to tighten up, because when you tighten up, they start tightening.
Okay.
They're like, hold on, she's not ready. So just breathe. You'll be fine.
Okay.
So grandma just validating that she knows about her great-grandchildren and things like that. You have a sister?
Yes.
Yeah, make sure you tell hi from grandma. Grandma's very proud of you. She didn't get to say that a lot, she says, and she wants you to know that. And I guess you guys, I don't know if there was a situation in the family where there was a separation, because I see timelines, so they'll show me a line, in the middle is their departure, and if there's a ripple in the timeline before the center, that means there was a situation or an issue in the family before the departure. So grandma's just letting you know that she does love you, and when you see the light flickers, that's her. You can tell her to stop if it freaks you out. But when you start seeing light flickers, that's grandma. And the tapping on the wall, do you guys get that a lot here?
I randomly hear it, but...
Yeah.
Here at the
I
studio?
get it at my house because
Well,
my
but we
house
just-
is haunted.
Well, we hear all kinds of stuff, but
I
we
think.
just figure it's just the tenants around us.
No. So the tapping, if it starts happening more, I swear to God, it did not make your place haunted. I get close. I didn't make it haunted, it just happened. But yeah, this grandma letting you know that she's here. And how are you associated with the butterfly?
Oh, I've just always loved the butterfly and just...
And your mother's departed?
No.
So then it's grandma as well. Grandma departed?
Yes.
From mom's side?
Yes.
Who had cancer?
No one had cancer.
Okay. So she has like stomach issues going on, or has me feeling it could be your grandmother. So they'll do something called piggybacking when there's a whole bunch of people. It happens all the time in group reading. So I'll be talking to like Uncle Bob, but then Uncle Mike starts coming through and we're going back and forth. So it's called piggybacking. But somebody had the stomach issue or the cancer when I feel it in my stomach. So either rib, kidney, liver. The drinking issue also comes up.
Wow.
My grandmother never had a drink in her life, but she had a lot of problems with her intestines and gallbladder and everything.
So there we go. Now I don't feel it. You gotta say something.
I didn't know about this whole piggybacking thing, so I was just like, oh, okay, the focus is off of me now.
Yeah, let it be. No, I feel it the entire time, and it's not fun. But thank you for validating it, so now I don't feel it. So again, just more validation. So if we keep going, or as we keep going, more and more stuff will happen.
Okay.
That's really cool. How does it make you feel, Jayla?
It's fun. Like it's cool.
Do it again.
Not like like a party trick or anything like that. Like because obviously there's when somebody departs very abruptly, it's hard to have all those questions that you had for them, or it was she passed away prior to me transitioning.
Don't tell me too much. Sorry.
Pull it back, Jayla. Pull it
I
back.
have a restriction on my throat, which was my symbol for unable to communicate towards the end, or somebody not getting the chance to say goodbye. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. And then grandma's buried, not cremated?
Is what?
Buried, not cremated?
Yes.
Okay. And then what did you guys write, if you now, on the tombstone? Because she's talking about how there's something unique or significant or engraved.
I don't remember.
And that's okay. So you can go home, call your mom, call your dad.
Text your mom now. Text your mom.
What?
Text your mom.
Text her and ask her what's on Grandma's headstone.
And was grandma a little bit religious?
Yes.
Okay, because she started showing me a cross. And who got the tattoo in memory of grandma? Yeah, she knows about it and she loves it. Yeah. You have to, they can't see your hand raised.
You gotta say.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody that you do have the tattoo.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Crazy.
I think that's amazing.
So as we go on, I'm sure more and more will come through.
Oh, absolutely. When did you know that you had the psychic ability? I mean, and do we call it a gift? Do we call it...
So it is a gift, but everybody's gifted. Everybody does have this gift or intuition, but some of us are just better listeners. So that's why I actually teach classes to help everybody tap into that more often. Yeah.
How does one find it, though?
Okay, so let me finish.
Like if they won... Oh, okay.
And then we'll go... It will answer yours.
Okay.
So, I know it's some cliche, but I always had the gift, and our TV would randomly, like, turn on, and I would always go, oh, it's the spirits, because it's like 4 or 5 years old. So my family to this day makes fun of me for it, but now I know, like, that really was spirit, you guys.
Yeah.
Our TV was randomly going on. And so as time went off, I kind of shut it off because I grew up in a Christian home. And my mom, like, always said meditation was worshiping the devil, tarot cards was the devil, everything was the devil. So I kind of, like, blocked it, ignored it, but I always could feel people's emotions. That was something that I could never turn off. And that's why in school I got dizzy, like crazy, because there was so much emotion. And then being bullied, so that emotion on top of it, it's a lot, it's overwhelming. So as time went on, I moved out of my house at 17 because I grew up in a semi-abusive home, a semi-verbal abusive home, sometimes physical. So at the age of 17, I was like, I'm done. I met with my partner, and we got an apartment. And I moved out, and I was going to cosmetology. And when I was packing up my room, it's really weird because Teresa Caputo's Long Island Medium show is not on Netflix anymore. And as soon as we moved out, it was gone. But when I was packing up my bedroom or whatever, I swear to God, I thought Long Island Medium was like Jersey Shore, like the Long Island iced tea, like something.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to watch that. So I finally like turned it on because I was packing. I'm not paying attention. And then she said something in the episode, like I'm sitting down, like not doing anything, just watching this lady. And she said spiritual healer, and something inside me was like, ooh, you need to Google that. So I did, and I went and found one as soon as we moved out. And I moved out September 5th. And September 15th is when I went to the spiritual healer, and I walked in, walked out, talking to the dead. How? I have no clue. I was talking about my grandfather who passed the night I was born, and yeah, it's really weird. And I was talking about him, and he like showed up, and he started apologizing for things that my father has done. And I'm crying. I never met the man. I'm just full on crying in front of this lady. I just met her for the first time. And I go home, and I tell my partner, because once you like open that door, they all start coming like dogs. So I told my partner, I was like, I can talk to the dead. He's like, how? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm still new to this, just like you are. And he's like, oh, okay.
Was there anybody else in your family? Because you're the youngest of 7.
Yeah.
Was there anyone else in your family that has this?
So, family of 7, there's always drama. But they all have their own little gifts. But again, they shut it down. Like my mother, I swear to God, she has the same gifts. Like, she will feel people's emotions just like everybody else because she has that Christian background and whatnot. She shuts it down, and she'll admit to a certain amount of it, but the mediumship part, she's like, no, I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to even say I can do that. You shouldn't say you can do that, things like that. Because in the Bible, it says that it's of the devil's work.
Well, and you've been criticized too.
Oh, God, yeah.
Being not only a psychic medium, but a gay psychic medium.
I came out so many closets down. So many. Yeah, so I just found the other day, I don't know if y'all saw it on my Facebook, but somebody put a Bible in like my card holder where I have like my flyers and whatnot. Yeah. Put a Bible in there. It's like, hold on, you're putting a Bible because I'm gay or a Bible because I'm a medium? But I got my own Bible, so I like threw it away. Thank you, but no thank
you. So that was something else too, and you just mentioned is that your grandfather passed away the night that you were born.
Yeah.
So that's pretty. I mean, right there, that's
he always said something
pretty.
to my mom because I'm half Hispanic. I know I'm white as, but nobody knows that I'm half Hispanic. But he was always like telling my mom stuff in Spanish, like be careful of the baby and something about a full moon and that's all she would pick up from it because she's white, and she never knew. So that's why I was like asking the spiritual healer, and it's just I'm very connected to the moon and things like that, and yeah.
So when did you go professional? When did you decide?
Oh, God. So I found out September, and I literally the next month because I was in cosmetology and I was reading.
And
everybody.
how old were you then?
I was 17.
Okay.
So I was 17 in cosmetology, and I was reading everybody. I was reading my friend, and she was crying. So I wasn't paying attention. Like I didn't learn how to separate hair, nothing. So Spirit told me, okay, Daniel, you need to focus on this. You need to learn about chakras and auras and meditation and really zone in on your gift. And I was like, are you sure? I didn't graduate high school. This is my last chance. I got to make some money. I don't know what you're talking about. I need to be doing this. They're like, no, my guides and angels talking to. And they're like, no, you need to do this. And I was like, okay. So next thing I know, I'm reading people out of my kitchen in my apartment and doing group readings and then doing home readings and then doing private readings and then boom, I'm here.
And then how did you get
Getting
people
it.
to? So it's just proof of doing it.
Word of mouth. I swear to God, word of mouth. I first started practicing. So I did free readings just to practice and to zone in on my gift. And then I probably did that for about a couple months. And then people started giving me tips. And you always have to have whatever you do, if it's working or if it's doing drag or whatever, you always have to have that, what is the word I'm looking for? That relay of abundance and joy, that appreciate, have to have that exchange. There we go, exchange. So that way you can feel like, okay, I'm doing great work and I'm getting something and rewarded out of doing it. So these people started tipping me, and then I just started charging for it because now I got to make some coin.
Well,
and I got bills.
Yeah.
You're like, this works.
You have a gift, so
Hey, you're listening
Make
to the
money with
Caravan
it.
of GLAM presents on Wild Planet Radio. We're talking with psychic medium Daniel Monroe. More with Daniel when we return. Okay, so Daniel, you've done I was reading over 400 readings, and that was from an
Nah,
article
it's
I read
over
last year.
500.
So yeah, so that's in a year's time.
Yeah.
And I read that you do 2 readings per day as your maximum. Is
Now
that right?
it's up to 4. It's kind of like a muscle, so the more you...
Yeah, because you said it takes away, the energy. Talk about that, what that's like, the energy,
So,
what it does to you
can't
physically.
be negative. Like, you can't go into a session negative. So if my partner and I get into a fight or something, I can't go into a session and read somebody. It's a mess. Because they're angels and guides, and the other side's vibration's way up high. So to communicate with them, you gotta bring that up. You gotta become Daniel Monroe, basically. And you have to bump up your energy. And it's literally after doing sessions and you're open, after I do group readings, that's 2.5 hours. I go home and I have a headache. I feel like basically coming off of a high. I just want fat food. I want to be left alone. I want my pants off. I want my makeup off. I want everything off, lashes off, whatever. I just want to be left alone. And it's basically like running a marathon, but it's because you're so open and you're expanding your mind and your psyche to open up to listen to everything.
How do you tune that out? How do you...
So it's setting up boundaries, and that was the hardest thing I had to learn. So before, in the article, it talks about my ring. I take off my ring to let the other side know that I'm completely open. But now my partner added on another attachment to a ring, so it's so pretty I don't want to take it off ever. So I changed that to that spill that I did when I first came in here in case anything comes up. I changed it to that. But other than that, if I don't say that spill, or if I take my ring and put it back on, okay, see this? Back on, we're done. That's how I close it. That way I can walk around and get my chicken and stuff. Without being,
I mean, has there ever been a point in time where that, the over abundance of communication that you've had, has it ever, I guess, been overwhelming or kind of scared you? What was going on?
Yes. So a lot of things are happening now that spirit and my guides and angels, and we all have guides and angels. That's how I tap in and get information of future telling, because I connect with your guides and angels. But we all have guides and angels. So if they were to allow half of the stuff that happened when I first started, I would have quit. I would have been like, no, I'm not doing this, close the door. Because when I found out, I would always be afraid, okay, after I put on my makeup, I'm going to open my bathroom door, and boom, there's going to be a little girl standing there, and I'm going to cry and slam the door and drop it to the floor. Call my partner, you better burn down this apartment with me in it. I'm not for it. But now, I've had, I'll see people walking in and out of my home. So again, back to boundaries. I'll see, God knows what, tapping, my light flickers, doors open and close. I had one spirit that was locking my dog in the bathroom. It was homegirl, we have an understanding. Dogs do not get locked up. This is my house. So it was scary at first. I'm going to be honest. Everybody says, oh, it's so magical. No, it's scary, honey.
I would think it would be terrifying.
No, it was, but they slowly got me into it. And it's now it's my new normal. Where before my mind would have been, oh, God, no, you got to go back to cosmetology. But it is really beautiful and amazing, but once you got to get used to it.
So can you read yourself?
Yes and no. I know if I say completely no, I'm going to get a lot of shade for it. But up to a certain point. So you can do your own cards. For myself, I'll do cards because I don't know if it's my own ego. So I will be honest. obviously, like I said, I'm half Mexican, so I wasn't really sure that my daddy was my daddy. So I was like asking the cards every day, is he my daddy? Is he my daddy? And it's like, if I were to do that for myself, my own ego would come in. Maybe I don't want him to be my dad, and maybe I'm hearing the wrong answer. Maybe I'm hearing, no, he's not my dad, and that's just my own ego trying to come in. So I went and paid the $250 for a DNA test, and he is my dad. But it's really hard to read for yourself. I know.
Well, I'm sure
Did
people
you feel
are like,
bad about paying for that $250?
You know that new face swap thing? So my sister did the new face swap thing, and we look exactly the same. I said, honey, if you would have did that before I paid the $250, I would have saved some money.
that is amazing.
What are your long-term goals? Like, where do you want this to go?
I want to have a baby. Having a baby and being gay is real spendy. And obviously, like I tell my partner, because some people just think, oh, every psychic and medium, they open up their garage and they're doing it for free. No, like I have a business. I am growing a business. I'm growing an empire. And it's all literally to work towards having a family, because something that my mom would always say is it's not right for gay people and you shouldn't have a baby. And I want to prove them all wrong. And it's like, I can have it all. I can be a medium coming out of 2 different closets and have that reward and have that success. So I always get asked, what's my long-term goal? If I have a TV deal, that's great. If I have a fashion line, that's great. If I have a perfume line, that's great. But I want everything set up, classes, online classes, reading people, gallery readings. If I can go on a tour, I want everything set up so that way when I have a child, I can go, okay, I'm gonna go take my son to school or daughter to school, and then I'm gonna go into the office, and then I have this, and then I'm gonna pick them up. Like I want it all like planned out. Like, that's literally my goal.
Kids blow that up, just so you know.
But it will be worth it because I waited so long.
That's true. Yeah, we can talk about that another time.
But then I'm not hustling, you know what I mean? I'm not trying
Right. You've got the foundation, you've kind of got it all. You're not trying to build your empire while raising a child.
Because then I would be like, oh, I can't.
Something's going to have to suffer for that.
Yeah.
Because
and I'm 19, so I got a lot of time
ways to go.
My medium Beyonce empire.
So what about, when you read people, and is there boundaries as far as like what you share with them if maybe some of the information coming through isn't positive? I mean, we all want rainbows and unicorns, right?
No, right. So I always set it up. So every session that I do before gallery readings, I always say, okay, I want, as long as you are of my light, you're allowed to come through, as long as you are kind and generous or whatever. But then there are those tough things of, honey, you have cancer, or these things. Again, I'm not a medical professional, I have to say that. But things like that will come up. You're gonna get in an accident, things like that, and I will have to break it to it gently, or I'll just say, because everything can change. A lot of psychics in this industry don't like me because I tell people, don't go and waste your last $100 you got in your bank because you just lost your job on a psychic. We can show you door 1, door 2, and we can tell you the situation here and how to help out on it, but we can't go past that, because what if you lose your job and you have to move back in with mom? But I just told you, you're gonna get a lovely job, make $1 million, because things can always change. Now I can always show you, that's for me, most people don't. I can only show you door 1, door 2, and try to help guide you, because that's where your guides and angels come in, and I can keep working on the lottery, or I'll be like, oh, okay, oh, are you looking into being a mechanic? And they'll be like, oh yeah, definitely go down that road, start checking out, send your
But we're still left with the power of choice.
Everybody, even me. I had the choice to either continue doing cosmetology or listen to my guides and angels, so we always have that free will.
So what is a psychic medium?
So a psychic is more intuitive, and a psychic medium is connecting with departed loved ones. So that's pretty much it.
So you have them both, right? You have both.
Yeah, so I'm the medium in between the other side.
Can you fluctuate easily between both of them?
So I used to hate intuitive. I used to hate it because some people, I swear to God, ask me, when am I going to get laid?
Oh my gosh!
I kid you not. And I was like, honey, I don't make miracles happen. And I hung up. That's not for me. So I used to hate it. Because I always, what about the lottery? And I was like, honey, if I could do the lottery, you think I'd be sitting here right now? Yeah. So I was like, do you think I'd be sitting here having a conversation? I know, I'd be on a yacht. But we always, sorry, they're chiming in, so.
Oh.
When I get quiet or blank off, it's because I'm getting interrupted.
Who is it? Come on in.
She's like, is your father departed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Dad's stepping forward. Okay. So that same timeline I was talking about, same issue, separation. Yeah. Okay. And who's Brandon or with the B initial?
First name?
Either first name, middle name. And they will talk about people who are here and people who are departed. So a brother, cousin.
Don't know. I mean, my last name's Buckles.
There we
That's
go. I didn't.
B.
So there's the B initial.
So
Okay. I didn't know that. I only knew her name.
She's
Okay.
special.
And who had the chest or the heart issue?
my dad.
Okay. Now I don't feel it, so thank you for validating it. Okay. And who's Mark or with the M initial?
Mark.
And that's okay. You'd be surprised. Everybody
Or
gets so
M.
nervous.
Right.
I get so many
It's a
phone
test.
calls after a
It's a
session.
test. I don't know. What was your grandmother's name?
Helen.
No.
No.
None.
And that's okay. And who's named after Dad?
Oh, I mean M, like my grandma Mickey.
Oh, there we go.
Her maiden name or her real name was Mildred.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. So they will do little things like that, little throwing it through the window so that way you know that they are together.
It sounds bad that I didn't like immediately pick up
No,
on
it's
that.
okay.
But it's
I had a
like-
client who forgot her daughter's name, and she was supposed to pick her up. I was like, you better not forget her again.
It's just being put on the spot and you're
I know.
like,
That's why all my clients
yeah.
will call me. That's why I have an assistant now to filter through the email. But, okay. So who was named after Dad? First name, middle name?
Who was named after my dad?
Yeah.
No one that I know of. I mean, I'm an only child, so I wasn't. I was
Don't tell
supposed.
me too much.
Okay.
And how do you relate with the number 3? So they're March 2003, 3 years he's been gone.
Well, there's
kids.
3 people in my family. My
Okay.
mom and dad and
There we
I.
go. Okay.
I have 3 tattoos on each ankle, and
Don't tell me too much.
Oh.
And how do you connect with the month of February? So their anniversary of departures, birthdays, celebrations.
well, it's Valentine's Day.
Other than
That would relate with me.
okay, so again, piggybacking.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be my dad.
Okay, so we got both.
Wait, when he?
My dad passed on Valentine's
So we
Day.
got both down. So
Oh.
that doesn't mean messages aren't for you. It's piggybacking. Okay.
Oh my gosh! I said Valentine's Day.
You did.
That's so weird.
Okay. Who's John or with the J initial? Either for you.
My dad's name is James.
There we go. Okay, so now we're over here with you. Okay. And who has this watch?
I think my sister
Okay.
does.
So make sure you say hi from Dad.
Okay. She's just getting all the love.
You're also going to tattoo in memory of your dad?
Yes.
Okay, so he knows about it too. He also says he's proud of you. And did he smoke?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because he's like, I'm real proud of you. And then he started smoking.
Puffing away.
Are you planning on going to the beach or just came back from the beach?
Well, I was at Savi's last week, but I plan on going hopefully some point.
Okay, because your dad loves it at the beach. So when you're there, just know he's there with you. Yeah. She might need some Kleenex. I didn't bring Kleenex with me. I'm sorry.
We have some
Looking
somewhere.
around the studio, do we have any tissues?
There's just toilet paper.
Some of my clients will bring a roll of toilet paper. Like, I mean, I got tissues. Save your toilet paper. Yeah. Okay. And again, I have restriction for your father, for both of your fathers, on my throat. So again, unable to communicate towards the end, or somebody not getting the chance to say goodbye. And do you guys keep seeing a dove or finding feathers?
I have doves that my mom has a pair of doves that live
Okay.
at the house. Down
So
in
again, just
Coos Bay.
validations.
Yeah.
And does mom have Alzheimer's or dementia?
My grandmother had Alzheimer's and dementia.
Okay, so there we go.
My dad's mom had Alzheimer's.
Okay.
Mickey, Grandma Mickey.
So I was gonna say the M initial?
Yeah.
See, don't share. And who had the breathing or the lung issue?
My brother.
Okay. And he's passed?
No.
So he's still here. Okay.
Actually, I think my dad did too.
Okay. There we go. Now I don't feel it.
No, I think my father did as well. He was constantly going through something.
Yeah. And do you have your mother or grandmother's ring?
I have my grandmother's ring.
Okay. Yeah. And your grandma's departed?
Yes.
So grandma knows that you have it. Are you not wearing it?
No.
Do you not wear it as much?
I don't. No. I never knew my grandmother.
And that's okay. She still knows you. So she wants you to wear her ring. She's like, don't leave it in the box.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
I'm just listening. I'm soaking all of this in.
Called out by your.
We're all just like, oh my gosh.
Don't get freaked out.
No. I think
like,
I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
I just think it's very cool.
Okay. Next.
I love hearing that. I think that is. So what do you do with skeptics? People that,
I
Yeah,
blow
that's
away
a
their
good
mind.
question. Do you read like reviews and stuff that people leave for you?
Yeah,
Like,
they're
do you-
always nice.
Good.
So far. I haven't had any bad reviews, not going. I do get a lot of skeptics. And okay, so what's funny is, I knew you guys were going to ask this. I was thinking, like, who's my toughest skeptic? And I promise you, I read my godfather, and he's uberly, like, religious Catholic. And he was, like, one of the toughest. But after you stop somebody at the UPS store or Olive Garden, I mean, you can read anybody.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing that I had to learn, and the reason why I'm more successful, is because I know that has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I sit here and I worry, like, oh my God, is something gonna come through? What if I don't get it right? What if the skeptic is gonna, like, walk out of here and, like, start bad-mouthing me? But I know that it has nothing to do with me, and I took myself out of that because the messages aren't for me. It's not about, oh, I'm so good, I'm Mariah Carey, I'm whatever, but the messages are for you. So I take myself out of that and I just go, okay, let's see what comes through. And next thing I know is boom, 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 validation, and I've even had bikers leave my office crying, and it's the strangest thing because I'm thinking, like, oh, if I don't, like, do it good, he's gonna snap me in half.
like a Hell's Angel type
Yeah,
biker.
like a full-on leather, parked his motorcycle on front, like full-on. Like, you could have changed, put some pants on before you come talk. Like, no, leather on, everything. And at the end of the session, he was crying, and I thought, like, oh my God, because he, like, stood up and looked at me, and I was like, oh God, he's gonna, like, throat punch me. I don't know what to do. And he's like, I'm gonna give you a hug now. And he gave me a hug. And I was like, oh, you're so welcome.
I just think it's amazing. I mean, Jesse, we
Yeah.
were all really excited to have you come in.
Oh, thank you.
And then anything. I mean, what is your advice for the LGBTQ community? I mean, whether it's from a psychic standpoint, just your own personal standpoint, anything that you see or that you.
So, I'm gonna throw this in there. So, do you guys know that LGBTQ Pride Love Wins portraits?
Mhm.
So my partner and I were a part of that. We were one of the ones to get our portraits taken after marriage equality happened. So shout out to Gia, how you doing? She was the one that did it, but we got asked that same question, and God, honestly, I know everybody says it gets better, and in time, and you're just at that breaking point. Because I lived in the country, like nobody knows where I live. You asked me, you didn't know where it was. There was the time where it was like, okay, I don't, like, you can sit here and tell me it gets better, but it doesn't feel like it does. And God, honestly, if somebody told me I would be engaged at the age of 19 and have my own, not my own home, but you know what I mean, and have my own office and being here on a radio show and talking to the dead, like, even just 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I would have been like, you're crazy. Like, no, but it really does get better. And as soon as I took myself out of that surrounding, that's when I found out it was a medium. That's when my life changed. I kid you not. Like I said, I moved out the same month, found out I was a medium, moved in with my partner, started reading people, got engaged, and now I'm here. So it truly does get better. And I know I'm gonna start crying. You guys are gonna make me cry. It really does get better, and I know it feels like it doesn't. You can watch all those "it gets better" YouTube videos, and it feels like it really doesn't. But, honey, anything can happen. You can become the next Beyonce. You become the next Teresa Caputo. You can become anything.
Well, okay. So are any of us going to become the next Beyonce?
Again, I don't make miracles happen.
That's on you, boo.
That's on me.
So Daniel, if people want to go to learn more about you, you have classes, sessions.
Group reading.
Yes. Where do we go?
I have Daniel streaming now, where I put up like some classes. It's on my academy website. So You can go to Medium, DanielMonroe.com, or you can Google my name, Daniel Monroe, Psychic Medium, and check me out on Facebook, YouTube. But on my website, again, Medium, DanielMonroe.com, it has a link over to my academy where all my classes are. But then also to book a session, you can book online. It's super easy. Or you can call my office at 971-276-8807.
I think that's so awesome. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yo, yo, yo! That wraps another week on the Caravan of Glam Presents on wildplanetradio.com, 99.1 FM. Tune in next week. Oh. We will be back.
And hopefully he will be too.
Yes. All right. It's me, Tiny Prancer.
Dawn Newton.
And Jayla Rose.
See ya.
Bye.
Have a nice weekend, everyone. Make good choices.
Never.